I watched all the videos on YouTube talking about visa sponsorship. Do you want to know the tricky part? They always get a lot of views because they claim it's 100% free. But guess what? Some of this information is false. Well, don't worry. I am here for you, my brothers and sisters. So I made this video to reveal the hidden disadvantages of work visa sponsorship that other YouTubers don't talk about. If you have been searching for sponsorships, you need to hear this before you make any big decisions. Stay tuned, because what I found might change your mind. Now, I understand why people love the idea of free migration. We all want to get to a new country and start working and making money as soon as possible. It's really cool to think about moving to a place like Australia, Canada, or the UK and jumping straight into a new job. But before you start searching for a sponsor, make sure you watch this video till the end so you know what to expect, and don't forget to subscribe. Firstly, nothing is free. My friend, let's start with something people don't talk about enough. Nothing is truly free. You might see a lot of YouTube videos where people say, get a free visa or free migration. But the truth is, most companies that sponsor you won't cover everything. Many times, you'll need to pay for your own visa fees, relocation fees, or even immigration lawyer fees. I've worked with a recruitment agency that sponsored international staff, and guess what? Most of the workers had to pay their own fees. Don't get me wrong, some companies will help you out, sure, but it's not always guaranteed. Even if they cover the big costs, you might still need to spend money on things like medical examination, travel costs, or other fees. So, don't think it's all going to be free. You need to be prepared for anything. Secondly, you will be tied to one employer and location. If you think you are going to enter a new country through visa sponsorship and then leave to another city or company after 2 months, then you should rethink again. When you get a work visa through sponsorship, you're often tied to that employer for a long time, sometimes up to 3 years. You can't just quit and start working for another company if things don't go well. For you to work with a new company, you will need to find another company willing to take you in under the same visa before you can transfer. This process can be very stressful. Plus, most companies that are looking for international workers are located in remote areas. So, it might sound great that you have a job offer, but when you get there, you might be far away from good schools for your kids, public transportation, and fun places to go. Some bad companies may keep you for 3 years and still refuse to sponsor you for permanent stay. Some companies may say you have done something wrong just to get an excuse not to sponsor you for a permanent visa. So, you're not just tied to the job, you're also tied to a place that might not have everything you need for yourself and your kids. That's something people don't often think about. Thirdly, it's hard to find a sponsor. Now, let's be real. It's not easy to find a sponsor. I'm not trying to discourage you, but I want you to know the truth. Finding a company that will sponsor your visa can be a challenge. There are also a lot of people applying for the same jobs around the world, so the competition is tough. You might apply to a lot of companies before you even get an interview, and that can be really discouraging. Just keep in mind that the process can take time, and you'll need to be patient. Fourthly, sponsorship can mess with your mental health, but no one talks about it. Just imagine this. You get a job in Australia, and they sponsor your visa, but you end up in a remote area. You get there and realize there are no familiar faces or community around, nowhere to go, and you can't drive easily to the big city. It can really affect your mental state, and you may start regretting why you came in the first place. Plus, the cost of living is super high in some countries, and your salary might not even be enough. Trust me, I've seen people regret it and get really depressed. Lastly, low wages. You might think $75,000 a year is a lot in a country like Australia, but then you realize it won't cover all your needs, kids' school fees, bills, everything. Since you feel like they did you a favor by sponsoring you, you accept whatever they offer. Many people overseas don't even know what they should really be earning. This is something no YouTuber will tell you. To wrap this up, I'm not saying that work visa sponsorships are bad, but I think it's important to talk about the things people don't mention. You need to be aware that nothing is truly free. You're tied to one employer and location. It's hard to find a sponsor, mental health impacts, and low salary. Before you start applying, make sure you understand all the challenges that come with it. It's a big decision, and it's not always as simple as some YouTubers make it sound online. If you are still watching and you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or experiences with work visa sponsorships, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and good luck on your journey